Hello. Today I want to talk about something something that is very I guess it's very dear to me because I feel like this world this world we say awaken. I feel like people just keep saying awaken, awaken, we're awake now. People just keep throwing that randomly without really understanding the true meaning of awaken. What does that means? To me, being awake is the gaining of knowledge. When you gain a certain knowledge, you are now awakened to that knowledge. So, being someone who's embracing, like you just keep gobbling, like eating, catching any vibe, any activities, any behaviors that is going around without understanding, but you just copycat and act as what you see around you without the understanding of what's really going around you, without having the knowledge of what really going around you, does not mean you are awakened. You are just copying, copy and paste what you see around you. And one thing that I've seen a lot of people are copying and paste is this thing they call African spirituality. It seems like a lot of people they want to go back to African spirituality. But the thing is, African spirituality never died. All right? African spirituality never died, and there is no path for us to go. African spirituality, it's actually it's something very unique to each person. It's very unique to each family. It's very unique to each tribe. So you cannot tell us that we have to go back to African spirituality. We have to go back to our ancestors. We are the ancestor. We are the spirituality. We are that was, and we are that what it is today, and we are what is coming. So to be awakened as an African, you cannot copycat what you see others are doing on social media and start doing like astral traveling. These are not new concept to us. All right, traveling from one realm to another, from one world to another, from one space time to another. These are not new concepts to us. But you will always feel weak and you won't be a master if you do not go in the same path as ancient Africans. For us, ancient Africans, the path is the path of knowing, the path of knowledge. That's the path we follow. We are in this world right now, but we are not from this world. So anybody whoever you are, if you're African or from another race or whatever, if you want to follow African spirituality and you're trying to mimic of what you see on the internet, you are just coming from one cage, you are putting yourself in another cage. Please understand, African spirituality is something that is very unique to yourself. Is the discovering of yourself, knowing yourself through the ones that came before you, before your ancestors. I want to explain the meaning of an ancestor, but that should be in the next video. In this video, all I want to explain is what is awakening. Awakening is when you gain knowledge of something. So if Africans are awakening, that means we are gaining knowledge of ourselves. We are starting to know who we are. You are awakening from all these false identities they gave you. As Africans, me, I'm from the Bembe tribe. Once we come in Western world, we are being told to become black. But I'm more than that. I'm not a color. We are beyond color. In very near future, the Western world will not be identifying people by color anymore. They will find another way to identify you, no longer by color. That's because the Western world is very, very primitive, is very backward, is a world that is everything that they do. Us Africans, we did it long ago, long time ago. So in very near future, I see that in the Western world, this thing called color will no longer exist. Make sure you know your tribe as Africans. Make sure you know what tribe you are in, because in very near future your tribe will be your identity. And for our brothers and sisters in Americas who are told that they do not have tribe, you do have tribe. And one tribe that you can go with naturally is the Bantu tribe. Most of black Americans, they are Bantu tribes. If you are not Bantu tribes, you are probably from Ethiopia. If you are not from Ethiopia, probably from South Africa. But I can tell you, if you follow the path of knowledge, you will learn that you did not come there as a slave. Nobody is a slave. The time that we are in now is a time where you have your full power. You are not a slave of anybody. People, entities are working very hard to keep you in the past, to keep you in a place where you had no knowledge of yourself. But if you are awakened, if you have a certain knowledge, you will understand that you are not a slave and you were never a slave. And a lot of these identities, they are actually curses. They cursed you by telling you certain word and you manifest that and it become your reality. But that curse has been broken for hundreds of years now. 100 of years that curse has been broken. You should not celebrate it, you should not think about it, you should not apply it, you should not pass it down to your children. All right, because it's done and forgotten. It doesn't exist. So awaken is actually the gaining of knowledge, understanding of knowledge. You are awakened to what? To yourself. To yourself.